All right. Hello, everybody. This is Darchi.
And this is India.
All right. We're also known as the Andersons, the Anderson Photography um,
LLC.
LLC. Book with us soon. But yes, so we're coming back with to you with another episode of The Compromise, or
Meet me halfway.
that is our podcast that we have been starting lately. So as described in episode one, we just want to explain to people about communication, compromising on communication, or meeting people halfway or where they're at. Just because we have different friends, family, loved ones, co-workers that we can all work with communication with. So
hmm
today's episode, we're going to be explaining.
Our marriage and becoming business owners. So, episode 2, we're going to just share a little bit about our story and some of the things that we've learned trying to communicate as a married couple, newlyweds, and as business partners, which is not the easiest, but it's rewarding as well. So, we'll just share some of the hiccups and some of the rewards from it.
My bad. I was trying not to cough. COVID. I don't have it. But yes, so we can get right into it. Just wanted to kind of describe, kind of the difficulties that me and her face just with photography. As we did describe, we're the Anderson's Photography LLC. And that process or journey, has been kind of tasking or tough on us. So just
Yeah.
wanted to ask my wife a few questions, just like what are some of the major like issues you think that we face just trying to start a business or getting it kick started? Like what are some of our like major issues that we face?
Well, looking back when we first started, we went in not knowing what we were doing, which is okay. Like, it's okay to not know what you're doing. But we took the time to like make each other accountable to do research. Like, oh, what does that mean? Like, what's the best lighting? What's the best, cameras? Like, what do we need to do? Because we did our first shoot together and it was a family shoot. And, we just weren't prepared. Like, we was damn near fussing at the shoot and in front of the people. So it's funny to look back at it now, but like we had to have that moment, that downfall for us to just pick ourselves back up and be like, okay, this is what we need to do better this time. And we've improved from that day. We still are, but that was like, did I answer your question? What was your question again?
All right. Not answering questions around here.
That was answering your question, right?
No, definitely. You did touch on that, and glad you kind of explained, like having those issues or fussing, kind of how we were at the photo shoot. Do you feel like we kind of still have issues to this day with like trying to communicate and also be like business owners or partners within the business and
Mhm.
communicate to as well? Is that some of our like major
Yes, we
issues?
do still struggle with, that, but I've seen a lot of growth from that first shoot, which that was what, 2 years ago? Yeah, it's been some growth since then. But yes, it's still a challenge sometimes because we are two different people. We have two different visions, and so we just have to learn how to just narrow it down to what we're going to decide to do time after time, just to be consistent with the ideals that we have and the vision that we have for our business. Just make sure that we execute it each time. Consistency can be hard to do for a lot of people. I know for myself, consistency is hard. So having a partner is it's helpful to have that, accountability partner. So we just have to make sure that we keep uplifting each other through these challenges that we face and not just tear each other down, because then we're just gonna fail. Our marriage gonna fail, business gonna fail. It's just not gonna be good. So it's best to just like, if you still have issues, just keep working on them. Just keep working on them. Don't give up, basically.
Yeah, I totally agree. I kind of wanted to switch gears because I know this has been like question asking here. So I kind of want to for both of us to give like some helpful tips
Mhm.
for married couples out there, or married people out there about if you're starting a business, if you are trying to work together to accomplish a mission or accomplish a goal. It
Mhm.
doesn't even have to be a business, but what our perspective is going to be more so business related because
Mhm.
we own two businesses. We have two LLCs. um, kind of some tips out there that we can be able to kind of explain, like, hey, this is what
Okay, what you got? What tips you got?
um you put me on the spot.
Yeah, give it to the people.
Hot and ready, Little Caesars. All right. So, I guess like what I would explain to people is to never give up.
Mm.
You one thing we even talked about that today. Just like
Mm.
once you give up, and I think we kind of like everybody thinks of giving up in a marriage as like divorce, and I
Mhm.
think giving up in a marriage is when you that slight moment when you get mad at somebody and you don't want to try no more. Like you don't know what that person need. Like I need somebody to push me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
like I'm always a pusher. I push my friends. I push my family. Like everybody always
Mhm.
be like, this guy right here is like he holy holy. You know what I'm saying? Like he pray for everybody, but you can't just pray for everybody and not get that prayer back for you.
Mhm.
So as in like our marriage, like I don't search for that for friends, from friends.
Mhm.
Like I want that from my wife. I want,
Mhm.
hey, like baby, you got it. Like, hey, it's okay.
Mhm.
Calm down. You seem stressed out. Relax. I'm pushing you. I'm, praying, like I'm holding your hand. I'm gonna pray with you today. So
Mhm.
in moments where I feel like I'm about to like, even after a fight,
Mhm.
like me and you can fuss and fight. We can go in we can talk about this, and it seems so easy,
Mhm.
but it's easy to give up.
It is easy to give up.
It's easy to give up. It's what I'm saying, like you can like I can sit here and then go sleep on the couch tonight just because I'm mad at something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you really fixed my peanut butter and jelly sandwich like that.
Yeah.
Like like you did that. But
Yeah.
that's like something that I would just in young couples, like older couples, like I know older couples that sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Mhm.
giving up factor. Like if you're trying to accomplish a goal or a mission, like
Mhm.
hey, like
Make a change.
you
Mhm.
can't. So that's one of my like I don't like giving up mentality, but if you can fight through that little moment of where you feel like, hey, I don't want to try no more. Like I'm
Mhm.
tired of you.
Mhm.
You're gonna be tired of so many things in life.
Lord.
Like it's you think you're tired of a person today. Wait till that clock in tomorrow morning. Like
Ugh,
wait till
let's
you
not
hit
talk about it.
8:30 and you gotta get out the bed. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta go to work for 8 hours. Like
Yeah.
so that's one of mine, I guess, because I'm gonna just do two because I know it can get kind of lengthy. Not giving up the first thing, honesty or communication. Let's just say transparency, because I said a
Transparency.
lot of words right there. So
Yeah,
let's.
pick one.
So the word I'm gonna use is transparency. So
Okay.
the reason why I feel like transparency is definitely needed if you're a married couple or you're trying to start a business, just because there's certain things that I need to know, like from myself, from my own opinion. I want to know when she feels like she's struggling with something. Like even if I can't help, I want to try. Like
Mhm.
I don't want her to be like going to her friends or somebody that she usually goes to, but we married. Like what? Like why
Mhm.
you just went to homegirl over there, but me and you married?
Mhm.
Like let's like transparency, like be open with me or be willing to be open, because once you've put that ring on, you relinquish everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you like,
Mhm.
hey, like I put this on the table. I got three fingers. I got
Okay.
photos. Like okay, like dang, like hey, she got all
I got on my
five.
fingers.
But yeah, transparency, because especially with us starting a business, and then like actually trying to do this business, like
Mhm.
when she's struggling, like I really want to know, or when she's like, hey, I need help, like hey, or you're not doing as much as you need to do,
Mm-hmm.
I need to know that. Even if it sounds like I'm going to get frustrated and we're trying to, like, I just want to say these things lightly, like, hey, like, it's not going to be easy because soon as she let me know, I might not be in a good mood. And I'm going to be like, oh, well, you got to handle it yourself. That's what you got to do, like, and she's like, well, you told me to be transparent, but then it's like me, I'm having a bad day. But then that's when that don't give up attitude, come back in because then soon as you transparent with me, I'm not having a good day. You come back and you be transparent again tomorrow because you never gave up on it.
Exactly.
Things you never give up on, I feel like you can fight for it and you're going to continuously fight for it.
That's good. Those are good ones.
Right.
Now I gotta think of one. I'm gonna say my first one.
Try not to breathe.
And this is tips on a marriage or a business, correct?
It can be for
general.
business or it can be for just.
Well, mine would be fear. Don't let fear overcome your faith, your goals, your dreams. And then like when it comes to marriage, like support your spouse's dreams and their goals, and don't bring fear into their dreams as well. Don't be a Debbie Downer in someone's vision. If y'all are a partner, y'all are a team, be that. Like, go ahead and don't put your fear or your thoughts or your doubts on someone, because no one likes that. No one, they got memes about it on Instagram, like, oh, watch out for friends that you can't tell stuff to. Like, you don't want to come home to a spouse like that either, that you can't like it. Is it working still? Is it working still? Okay, sorry.
You're good.
And then we gotta do 2.
I mean, if you just
because I agree
one,
with
that's
yours. Fine. Yeah, I think that was my main one.
You thought you had some technical difficulties.
I did. Sorry.
Middle, so it's fine.
Fear
it's fine.
and
transparent. Yeah.
Have faith. Like, faith is important. Having God being the center of your relationship really will help with the things that you're sharing, the things that I'm sharing. God's gonna help you not give up. You ask God for strength and faith and perseverance. He will give it to you. And then it's not going to be easy, because in order to have strength, perseverance, and all that stuff, you got to be going through something. It's not going to happen, just out the sky. You're going to have, I have all this strength. Like, you're going to have to go through things. So be willing to go through things. Be willing to put in that effort.
Okay. So we touched on fear, transparency, and never giving up.
And faith.
And faith. So that's your 2 things.
Those are our tips.
Fear and faith.
Our suggestions.
The 2 F's. Don't get F's in school, but have F's in your relationship. But no, just kidding. But yeah, in all honesty, that's some of the things that we feel like that's tips there. So I do want to end it on like a happier note. Like, what's been some of our, like, what are some of the joys that you've had with, starting a business, like having a marriage and starting a business? Like, what are some of those things that are like the joyous moments about that? Like, cause some people may see it out there. It's like, man, that sounds tough. Yeah. Like, y'all got 2 businesses. Like, I don't even have 2 pair of underwear. Like, oh, okay. Like,
that's
like
something to work on.
Yeah, some dirty draw.
Well, I'll say, when it comes to marriage, one of the great things is to know that you're not in this alone. Like, having a partner, especially a partner like this one. He's just very thoughtful, caring. I didn't have guys previously that were so in tune and really cared that much to like know and just want to read your mind, just want to help with everything. I'll be like, oh, wait, what? You want to help with that? Like, that's a fault of mine that I'm still working on, just being used to someone wanting to be so involved. So I think that's one of the best things about a marriage, is having someone there for you and, doing this life and going through things together. And then when it comes to the business, like, it's kind of cool. Like, oh man, like we did that. We made that vision happen with that photography. Like that came out good. Like, I'd be shocked. I'd be surprised with ourselves. Like the stuff that we have been able to create and then seeing it grow, like that's exciting. Like when you put effort into something and seeing it grow, that's very exciting. I enjoy that part of it. And just saying that you own something, like that's mine. And then just trying to grow it so we can quit our 9-to-5s, baby, because that's the goal. So like that's a nice part of it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I do like that.
Did I steal yours? No, thanks.
Yeah. So like I do like that. So I guess instead of just saying like my own thought or anything, I think I'm gonna just piggyback off of that. I'm trying to be able to add those moments of where it is joyous of some of the things or the tips that we've said, like we've learned from that. So I think I can say probably learning from mistakes, because I do want to kind of keep it business oriented as well. Just like us, like what we've learned, how you're saying like you had those happy moments of just like, oh, we did that, so some of the mistakes that we made in the past, we were able to correct it or able to get like a new camera or able to do something together. That was just like, man, that's like, we came from that to this, like that's, you can do this or you can do that. But I definitely, that's happy moments for me, or even seeing my friends like be happy about that kind of stuff. Just like, man, like I've seen y'all start, so that's kind of where we're trying to build that kind of consistency in those areas of like, man, we just got to keep working on what we already have. But that's kind of some of the things that we've had as far as joyous moments there. So I definitely want to end it off on just, hey, just keep working, guys, just, we're here. We're just trying to be transparent in some of these moments or some of these videos that you see. And so we would love for y'all to just, just follow along with this journey that we have,
share in the comments, like some tips or some woes that, people can encourage you to keep pushing and fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, like tips like, hey, don't look at your computer if you see. What? No, just kidding. I'm a little petty. It's all good.
Don't be petty in the relationship. Another tip.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Never said we was perfect. All right. But yeah, definitely, hope somebody's out there that can be able to just like, hear some of the things that, and we're going to have so many more, times where we get to discuss things for people and stuff. So we definitely want to end it off on just letting y'all know that this is the compromise of meet me halfway. So we're trying to meet y'all where y'all at, meet y'all where y'all are, because you are the rock star. So that's definitely what we're trying to do for people, and let people understand like, hey, like, we go through stuff. Like, ain't nobody perfect out here. Like, it's rough. We be hearing stuff, or we be seeing people videos, and they be like, dang, y'all make it sound so easy. Like, God, I could be a millionaire next week. It hasn't happened for us yet. But what we're trying to do here is just show y'all that, hey, we're willing to work. Are we willing to talk out, like our kind of problems or issues that we may have? This is helping us.
And this is showing the growth, because a lot of times people, they they've made it already, and then they tell, oh, what I've been through. We really, we're going through it now and we're sharing. So you
had an argument.
Get all the tea.
You get.
I know, right? We did have an argument. This podcast was not about to happen. This episode wasn't about to happen.
Hey,
no playing.
But
it didn't get that heated. But
nothing but God. Look at God.
You don't give up.
But yeah, we're gonna definitely end that on, love everybody around. It's called Meet Me Halfway, because you got to meet people where they are, or meet people in the middle. Don't expect, to know a person by the cover of the book. You at least got to read chapter 1 or 2, my guy. Like, you can't just be like, oh, yeah, you one of the people that complain a lot. No, they just complain today. Understand why they complain. You know, they
Yeah,
might have
it'll
a
be a
bad day.
backstory to it.
It's
Yeah.
a backstory to everything. So we
Mhm.
wanted to end that on that, and we wanted to just let everybody know we love y'all from the Andersons, and
Peace out.
we will see y'all on episode
3.
Hey,
Hey.
we gonna try to be
Hey.
consistent. Y'all hold us accountable too as well. So we're gonna end this thing, and we love y'all.
Bye.